You are listening to the On Purpose Podcast, your guide to living a more purposeful life. Welcome, everybody, to episode 167 of the On Purpose Podcast. As always, I am blessed to have you with me today. It is an honor, and truthfully, it's very humbling that you allow me this space in your life and that you've allowed us to be here for 3 years. So we are eternally grateful. Today, I want to talk about something that's been really fun for me to explore over this last year of my life. And it's called Dreams Don't Have to Be Blank. Dreams don't have to be what? When we think of dreams, what do we think of? They're usually grandiose, right? They're big. We think of dreams sometimes as achievement-based, right? We think of different goals we've set, and this would be a dream to have this come true. But do we allow our dreams to grow? Or are dreams stuck in stone? I've shared before that my current lifestyle was never a dream of mine, but it became one, and I'll share more of that story later. When I was younger, I dreamt of being a professional baseball player, and it didn't work out. I just wasn't good enough. I had to come to a reality that in college, I just wasn't as good as the other people. So I could have held on to that dream forever, moved into my adult life and allowed it to be an anchor to hold me back because I didn't achieve it, or I pivot. I find new dreams as I grow as a person, right? Go back a couple episodes, we talked about energy exchanges. One of the best ways to keep positive energy in your life and exuding it to those around you is constantly growing and evolving. So allow your dreams to grow and evolve with you. One of the best examples I have of a story I want to share on this episode is that dreams don't really even have to be yours. Well, that sounds kind of weird, right? Wait a second, what do you mean the dream doesn't have to be mine? Hear me out now. The dream doesn't have to be yours. Andrea and I are just completing our first year of living full-time on the road out of our Airstream, hauling everything we own behind the truck down the road to all these new states, new parks, new places we've never been. I'm constantly meeting new people, which I love, getting to have great conversations, hearing stories. And one of the common themes many of these people tell me is that we're living the dream, right? We don't have a ton of responsibility anymore. We don't have a ton of financial pressure on us. We travel the country. We see all this stuff. We stay where it's warm most of the time. And we're, in fact, living the dream. Others tell us we're living their dream. Right? I find that statement to be quite an honor, that somebody would look at our life and go, man, you're living the dream that I dreamt of. Because it tells me a couple of things. One, they're still dreaming, if they recognize in their dream as somebody else. And two, that by us living our dream, we're giving them hope and possibility that it's not too late to live theirs. But what I find really fascinating is watching their responses when I tell them that this life we're living and that they're enamored with and that they have so many questions about, and that has opened the possibilities to meet each other and to learn and grow with one another. I love telling them the truth. And the truth is this: This life you see me living now, the whole Airstream truck travel stuff, was never, ever my dream. In fact, most of my life, most of past Jerrod's life, up till probably 4 years ago, this very situation would have been my nightmare. It would have been the exact opposite of what I actually wanted in life. People that have known me for a long time know, and every now and then they'll call me on it, that I used to tell them that I thought camping was the dumbest idea. To work all these days and years to acquire the stuff, the convenience, the comforts of your home, all the nice furniture, the vehicles, whatever it is you had. I thought it was absurd to drive hours away into the middle of nowhere to pretend you didn't own all that. And now here I am, towing everything I own behind me in a pickup truck. I never owned a pickup truck before this. I never wanted a pickup truck. I didn't know anything about them. Didn't know anything about towing a vehicle. You see, these were never my dreams. But they were Andrea's dreams. And by allowing myself to be open to hearing someone else's dream and seeing the role I can take in helping her dream come true, it opened my eyes to possibilities. It opened my heart to new dreams that I didn't even know I had. And now, almost a year into this, I absolutely love it. Love it. I couldn't imagine right now. I'm not saying never, but right now I couldn't imagine going back to the lifestyle we had. You see, by allowing yourself to be open to being a part of somebody else's dreams, it can in turn inspire you to have new dreams. It was her idea to sell all our stuff, to travel as freely as possible. She desired to be free in mind, spirit, and owe nobody anything. It was the complete opposite of how we lived most of our life. And by being part of it, I've allowed her dream to grow, and in turn, my dreams grow. You see, too many times in our life, especially for those of you that are married or in long-term relationships, the individuals dream apart. We don't have dreams together. And relationship advice, if there's one thing that Andrea and I have done very well over our I have to do some math here. We're coming up on 23 years of marriage. It's that we recognized at times when we were going separately in dreams and when we were growing together in dreams. And early in our life with my career and some of the things I was doing, there was a lot of my dreams, not hers, that we did as a family, which in turn allowed her to have different dreams. Now at this stage in our life, it's an honor and a pleasure to be part of someone else's dream. It's eye-opening to see, wait a second, their dream that I never thought of, that I never even knew was possible, is inspiring me to have new dreams. It's revealing dreams that maybe were hidden under my layers of things that I didn't even realize. Being part of her dreams has allowed me to discover more about our world and myself. So if you're struggling, if you're stuck in a place, you're like, I don't really have a dream anymore. I don't know. Ask somebody, what is their dream? Ask your spouse, your loved ones, what is your dream? And then see if you can be part of it. Who doesn't want to share with somebody their dreams? Right? Maybe your dream is, Or maybe you're struggling with fitness and you just don't have you don't really know where to go. Find that person in your circle that's in shape, that's climbing 14ers, that's out running 5Ks, whatever, and ask them to be part of that. You see, I think sometimes we put too much ownership on coming up with our own purpose, our own dreams. That if we don't know right now, if I can't recite it, if I don't exactly know right now, I get frustrated. I think I don't have one. I sit back. I start becoming an observer in life instead of a participant. Share somebody else's. And if you and your spouse, you and your loved one, you and the people you spend the most time with aren't sure what you have, find one in common. You see, when people tell me, oh, I'm just living the dream, I want to believe that they are in fact living the dream, that they're in fact living their dream, not just being sarcastic about going through the monotony of another day. Because the reality is, and we all know this, our days are not guaranteed. Our next moments are not guaranteed. So let's live the dream. Let's live our dreams. Let's start taking steps to making dreams come true for us and those we love. You see, dreams don't have to be in the past. They don't have to be only for the young at heart and the youthful in the world. We can all dream. It's never too late. So get out. Take steps towards moving yourself to that living the dream kind of life, whatever that is for you. And as always, I want to thank you for being here. To our Patreon members, I want to thank you for your financial contributions to support this podcast and make it all possible. We don't have ads. We don't have sponsors. It is all you guys that allow us to do what we do. So if you're interested in helping contribute and continue to help us grow this purposeful community around the world, hop over to Patreon, and you'll see different membership options there that allow us to make this happen. Have an awesome week, team, and remember, let's get out and start living our life to pursue our dreams. Have an awesome week. And remember, team, life is far too short to live any other way than on purpose. We will see you all again next week.